Hey guys, this is TsubakiSwagg and I'm coming to you with my review of Akame Got Killed, episode 12, Kill the Newcomers. So, finally, we had a little breakdown of the two new people that have come to Night Raid. There's Chelsea, who is the girl that we did not know what her name was last week, and then there's, of course, Susanoo. Susanoo is freaking awesome. But we find out that they're coming to Night Raid, and we find out, like, we kind of already knew somewhat about what Susanoo's power was, but we didn't know anything about Chelsea. So Chelsea, we find out that she's an assassin, and she has done just about as many successful jobs as Akame has. So that should give you a general idea of how good Chelsea is. So, but Chelsea rubs mine the wrong way, and Susanoo rubs Lubbock the wrong way, even though Susanoo hasn't done anything. But Chelsea did do enough to make mine mad. She pretty much called her a member of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee. Itty Bitty Titty Committee. There you go. So mine just absolutely hates Chelsea, and it's okay. It makes the show more interesting when you have, like, inward conflict. So Chelsea and Susanoo are pretty much officially a part of Night Raid now, because we lost Shaylee and Lubbock. So Chelsea, she knows that she's rubbing people the wrong way, and her Imperial Arms is not necessarily made for battle. It's more made for deception, and her Imperial Arms is it's called something Foundation. But she can pretty much make herself into anything she wants. Like, there was a part when they were all, like, sitting in the building eating. Wait a minute, I'll come back to that. First off, let me say, Susanoo, besides being an amazing fighter, and a neat freak, actually. Well, obsessive compulsive. He can cook and clean, and he built a freaking house and made them all dinner and washed all the clothes and just, yeah. Because when he was originally made, besides, he was made to be a bodyguard. So in that, he was also taught to, like, cook and clean and all that good stuff. So yeah, he built them a house and did all their laundry. He cooked meals for them. So now they won't even ever have to worry about that ever again. Which I was kind of dumbfounded when that part happened. But Susanoo was still awesome. But other than that, like, they go on a mission where they're fighting and everything, and they're leveling up. They're getting better, because where they're at, the air is really thin, and they're doing really tough battles, which will make them stronger. And they said they felt like they were getting stronger, and it had been a month or so since they'd been up there, and Majinda she asked Susanoo and Chelsea how they felt about Night Raid, and Chelsea pretty much said that she knows that Lubbock and Shaylee were probably great people, but if they don't stop being so naive, they will lose more people, and it won't matter how many people they bring into Night Raid. They'll keep losing people. And we find out later on that she's not just saying this because she doesn't like them. She was saying this because she knows from experience. So, of course, mine took this the wrong way, and she said she pisses her off so much. Mine decided that they wanted to get some payback on her, and, like, during all of this, Chelsea pisses mine off even more because she turns herself into a little cat, and then takes mine's cake and turns herself back to normal. This is how we find out what Chelsea's Imperial Arm is, which makes mine hate her even more, but it's okay though. So they tried to figure out a way to get back at her, and she still ended up getting Tatsmi. Tatsmi used his Crucio to turn himself invisible and tried to sneak up on her, and she knew he was there, so she turned herself into Susanoo and pretty much told him the truth, like saying that even though he's invisible, the invisibility does not erase his presence. So she knew that he was there. She could tell that he was coming towards her even though he was invisible. So that's something that he needs to keep in mind for when they actually do, like, go into a battle, because that could be the difference between life and death, him using that. So, and then of course they showed Tatsmi. Tatsmi was pretty much, he was conflicted because he wanted He wanted to see her naked, but it was so funny. It was so cute. Tatsmi is so precious and innocent. But after all of that, we find out that the reason why Chelsea said all that stuff to them about Shayla and Block was that before she became a part of Night Raid, her whole team got killed, and it was because of naivety, because they were naive. So this explains a lot, and other than that, that was pretty much the episode. Things are about to get interesting. I like the way they did this episode because they got to show the funny side of Chelsea and the interesting side of Susano. Then also they got to show why Chelsea is the way she is, which is still pretty awesome. Because at first I was thinking that Chelsea was like a spy or something, but now I really do think that she's looking out for everybody. She said that to look out for everyone. She doesn't want everybody to die like how her last team did. So that's awesome. And then also Esdeath is still looking for Tatsumi, and she can tell that, I believe it's her sixth sense, she can tell that they're going to meet again, but it probably won't be on good terms. So yeah, I mean, what can you expect? So then also there looks like there's going to be a new villain that is going to be introduced, because they showed him at the end of the episode. He looks like a creep, and those danger beasts just literally were feasting on people, so that part was gross. But anyways, so yeah, that was pretty much the whole episode. The episode was actually really awesome. I enjoyed watching it, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Chelsea and Susano work with Night Raid and how everything works out. And the fact that Chelsea was able to win Akame over just by giving her a lollipop, it speaks volumes of Akame, but that's neither here nor there. So, as always, please remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. It helps me out a whole lot. And this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.